What's good, beautiful people? Today we got clips of some of the worst police officers ever to be caught on camera. Appreciate that when you take the time to drop a comment. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And without too much long talking, let's get to the video.
One rule of thumb I trust very much is that the cops who scream blue murder when they're being recorded are cops doing something unlawful.
If you're a passenger, you don't have to identify.
In this video, you can hear someone on the sidewalk call out to the occupants of the car not maliciously, but to advise them on what the law says about their situation. If you're a passenger, you don't have to identify.
Oh, really?
Now breaking the law, you're interfering with the
Voice alone can't be deemed interference.
The lawless officers
How the hell is he interfering? He on the sidewalk minding his business. He ain't even like 10 feet around y'all. You actually coming towards him.
took offense at this, and one is quick to get in the bystander's face, screaming about how he's interfering.
I'm not trying to intimidate you.
So why you so close to me?
Okay, give me your ID. You've interfered with an investigation. If you refuse to give me
You
your
funny
ID,
as
you're going
hell.
to jail.
Never in my life. This man say, give me a... What? What you mean if he don't give you... Hold on. This is crazy. So you locking him up for what? What's the charge? That's what I want to know. Wow.
The victim explains that he hasn't interfered with anything as a voice alone is not deemed interference. It's quite telling that the officer initially says move out of the way, but the next moment he demands an ID and places the victim under arrest. Is this the definition of power drunkenness?
Wow.
Or still, they took his phone and turned it off as well.
Now that's different. I'm glad he was able to record that, because I'm pretty sure, well, I hope he cash out a nice check from them. He deserve it. These stupid officers. My goodness, what kind of crap that is? This man like 20 feet away from y'all, and he interfering? How?
When these three constables were sent to serve an eviction notice, they totally became a caricature of what they were meant to represent. It's the worst thing you'll see when people who should uphold the law
Woman?
become the worst of themselves and steal from the citizens who they ought to protect.
What? Look here.
To show how irresponsible they are, they
Bro.
didn't know one of their body cams had been turned on accidentally and captured the officers stealing items from the home where they'd served an eviction notice, from wristwatches
the
to
hell?
other valuables within the home. You can hear the female officer's excited voice as they comb through the house like low-life thieves.
We done got hot. They can come in. Ooh, yeah, it's hot.
She literally sound like she was having an intimate moment. Why is she so excited to be a thief? This is different. No way. Can't trust these cops for nothing, bro. Holy crap. I hope she was excited to put her badge and uniform on this morning. Big stupid cop don't know your camera on. Okay, that's what you get. Lock up. Go to jail. Don't come out. You're too dumb.
They're worse than thieves. They're worse than criminals, and the one comfort to take away from this is that they were made to face the consequences of their actions.
Right. That's what I into right there. Sometimes fate is just a line itself for people like them. That camera accidentally cut on for a reason. They only was doing foolishness in the community.
The frame shows officers of the Metro Police soliciting bribes from motorists. This is a rampant issue, and as you can see in this frame, this officer solicits a bribe from this individual who refuses and instead requests to see the officer's badge number.
What?
So you saying that we can sort out like this?
If you can.
Okay. So what happens if I say, can I get your badge number?
He was arrested, and the police say the officer won't be dismissed for soliciting a bribe. It can only be dismissed when money changes hands.
What? Hold on. So if someone offer a police money, that's bribery. But if the police offer someone to pay them money, that wouldn't be bribery until the money is actually dished out. It's a double-edged sword right here, and y'all playing games with it. That's crazy.
There's no money exchanged, then it can't be corruption. But however,
What?
there can still be misconduct on the part of the officer that can be investigated.
What you mean it can still be? It is misconduct. It is corruption. That's a whole mentality thing, bro. That ain't no, oh, it happened one time. No. Get him off the force. He need to go somewhere. He need to farm or something. Let him go shoot some cow and sheep and things, because that's crazy, bro. What? That means all the police in that system probably corrupt.
Like they'd rather cover it up than take action.
Wow.
If this officer got away, the next frame shows officers who can't be excused on the same grounds as the lawless officer above. These officers stop a car from a traffic infraction, lead the occupants back to the police cruiser, and take money from them before driving off without issuing a ticket.
Really?
These ones have been suspended and will face a disciplinary committee. Hopefully the committee won't be made up of similar men.
Yo, them cops different. So they just as fine people and just tax them. When they need lunch for the day, someone get taxed. Whoever on the road, they fine, they get taxed. Okay, you can't go nowhere. Everyone making it hard. Everyone trying to tax you.
Police are there to protect you, but when they begin to move the cameras away to hide their activities, you know they're not really there to serve and protect.
Whoa.
You can see how this officer is worried about cameras in the store. His movement, the furtive eyes constantly moving
Okay.
about,
First of all, he done pocketing things. He done get caught.
and his general body language showed that he doesn't want cameras capturing whatever he and his colleagues from narcotics are doing.
Look.
Now he actively tries to reposition the camera and fails. He'll try once more when his colleagues come out of the hole, and this time he succeeds and the video ends.
Wow.
Can you hear him say, "I've got like 7 to 8 eyes"?
I got like 7 or 8 eyes.
Yeah, all right.
He continues. There's one outside, there's one,
Holy
2, 3,
crap.
4 in the aisle, and there's one here somewhere.
There's one out, listen to me, there's one outside, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 in the aisles, and
Bro.
there's one right here somewhere.
Why would cops be
Oh yeah, he got wicked intentions. I don't know what he got going on. It ain't nowhere near good or being a good officer. That's for sure.
This off-duty lieutenant, Brian Philip Hayek of the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Department, is clearly extremely drunk.
Reason why I'm stopping you is we got multiple reckless driving calls about you.
It's visible in his demeanor and disposition as the officers question him. You'd think that an officer of the law should know how bad it is to drink and drive, but apparently this one doesn't.
I'm
Wow.
gonna ask you to step out of the vehicle.
The officer is stopped and says that he's gotten multiple 911 calls reporting a drunk driver. Watch the officer try to use his privilege to get out of this, but the arresting cop is not having any of it.
Ain't into that.
I'm not losing my career over you.
Right.
This video shows us both sides of the police, the good and the ugly.
Yeah.
This will make me lose my career over you. So I'm gonna ask you one more time, step out of the vehicle nicely.
See, that's bribery. And that's still showing favoritism because you done asked once or twice. This man ain't even need to be doing no long talking, bro. First of all, you supposed to pull him out that car without even IDing him. You supposed to pull him out that car because you already get the warnings. So he should be in cuffs and possibly on the floor. He couldn't even show you his ID without, you know?
The lieutenant refuses to get out of his vehicle for a very long time,
What the
hoping
hell?
to convince the officers to let him off the hook because he's a fellow police officer as well. It takes the threat of being tased to get him out of the vehicle.
He really tried MacGyver his way out of all of that. And I truly shocked. They didn't cuff him right after he come out the car. So he was able to just sweet talk his way. Or try sweet talk his way. That's crazy, bro.
When this police officer pulled this driver over, the usual exchange between a driver and cop is expected to take place.
What's going on?
I'd be happy to tell you once I see who I'm talking to, all right?
But
What?
what happens is a show of ego and a messy arrest that could have been managed better if the officer didn't think he had absolute authority to do as he pleases.
I need you to let me know, like, what's going on, like, what happened?
I'd be, like I said, I'd be happy to tell you once I see information.
He asks the driver for identification, and the driver asks to know what his offense is.
Right.
The officer isn't obliged to answer the driver's question. He should do as he's told and not ask counter questions. Classic dictator vibes, but that's the least of it.
I'm not giving you my information until you tell me what you pulled me over for.
Now the officer is determined to teach the driver a lesson in manners
boy.
and calls reinforcements. The arrest is a full-blown violent affair where the officer shatters the glass with his hand and forcefully pulls the driver out of the car with the help of his partner. We can't show all that violence, but it is painful to think that officers would rather escalate an issue instead of de-escalate issues.
Fam, this bomber-clad crazy officer punched the window with his hand. That man need anger management. He need help. His partner need to get checked out as well. Because why you even allowing that type of stupidness? Bro, and I only could imagine the beating they get that young fella. Oh my goodness. This is wild, bro. These cops are ridiculous.
A corrupt officer at Homestead is captured on video shoving an inmate headfirst into a wall.
We're not going to tolerate this kind of
What?
behavior from our police officers.
You can see the officer escorting the inmate into the booking area. While in the booking area, we see no provocation, no exchange of words, no attempt to escape from the handcuffed inmate when suddenly the officer shoves him behind and slams him headfirst into a concrete wall. We can't show
What
you
the
that
hell?
moment of impact. It's too graphic. The inmate had to be taken to the hospital because he began to bleed in the head.
What?
We are charged.
What the hell? You try to bust your boy head open? Literally? Yo, these cops need to learn to stay home and they mad, bro. Stop taking your aggression out on these citizens, fam. What in... Bro.
Homestead Police Officer Lester Brown
Yeah.
with felony battery, which is a third-degree felony, and official misconduct, which is also a third-degree felony.
The officer lied about the incident on his arrest report, saying the inmate was combative and tried to attack officers.
That's why you gotta be God for cameras. These officers are lie Jesus off the cross, fam. Bruh, no way. And you know he little ditzy. This Miami, that's Florida. Oh boy. You know them Florida said. Nah, they go.
All of which are lies, as the video shows.
I swear.
It's important to note that this inmate wasn't a hardened criminal, but was rather arrested for drunk and disorderly conduct.
That's a bit obvious.
In the first frame of this video, the first thing you notice is that the man being arrested is offering no resistance at all.
Whoa.
You can see him raise his hand and go to the ground quickly with an officer pointing a gun at him.
That boy, he's smart. He take absolutely zero chances. Hands up to the floor. He ain't even put it behind his back. He ain't even try to do no fast movements. That boy smart. He like life. Cause wow.
Almost immediately, a swarm of cops troop into the room and pile upon the man
What
who's
the
already
hell?
lying on his face with his hands stretched out in front of him. There's
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 8 to 7. There's like 8 to 10 humans on top of one man who willfully went on the floor to be arrested. This is absolutely insane.
at least 20 officers in that huddle trying to arrest
20?
one man who's
What the fuck? I only count 10. 20, bro. Whoa.
already surrendered and was lying on his stomach.
Exactly.
It's overkill. And when something like this happens, you're certain that the officers involved will do worse to the individual.
It was just unfathomable.
Bro.
It was unspeakable.
First of all, Miami again, the same county. Hey, these Florida officers got problems, bro. They got too much sunshine or something.
It is just inexcusable.
It's
It
scary
really
to
is.
witness, and what's scarier still is that no one among this large number of officers had the presence of mind to say, stop, take it
Right,
easy.
bro?
He's still a human being.
All of these people, none of them say, hold on. It's just a bit too much for us. Not one person say, calm down. He already, what you call it? He already given himself up. So like, why all of y'all? Not one of y'all could have been like, okay, this is too much. Gee, bro. Florida
Apparently,
again.
the police in Florida have upgraded a cane to join the list of well-known lethal weapons. In this video, we see a blind man being asked to identify himself based entirely upon the suspicion that he was carrying a concealed weapon. When
What?
he whips out the alleged concealed weapon, it appears to be the cane that he uses to find his way because he's legally blind. These officers are undeterred and go ahead to arrest the blind man when he insists that he has no reason to identify himself.
Wow.
The most heartbreaking part of this whole debacle is that the man being harassed was coming from jury duty. He was a totally law-abiding citizen and had just performed his civic duty, receiving this sort of treatment from the police, which is really quite pathetic.
That is absolutely disheartening and very unfortunate. Officers really is making it hard on themselves. I starting to feel like it's a small percentage of good officers. But whoever they are, boy, it may be tough on them because these set just stupid. Gotta be. Man.
The man in the video is determined to make sure that the police operate on the same laws which they enforce. This
Okay.
determination is fed by a belief that cops break laws as well, and to prove it, he equips his car with cameras and drives through town trying to capture cops breaking the law.
Oh,
One of his cameras
that cop doing some wild swerving. They must be missing an appointment or something.
is able to capture the video and measure speed as well as using that camera. He
Oh.
was able to capture the police officers breaking the speed limit for no apparent reason. He caught a Tampa officer doing 73 on a 50-mile-per-hour zone and a Pasco deputy doing
73?
92 in a 55 zone.
92? Where the hell he going, bro? Where these cops trying to go?
He's reported these to the police, but so far no disciplinary action has been taken to keep these officers in check.
Of course. These police they just get their little authority and get wild with it, bro. Dead stupid. Dead dumb.
You can hear two officers laughing and making fun of a woman. One says I couldn't see her, and the other replies she's a little disfigured.
What?
And they laugh heartily.
That's gonna be my new code word.
The kind of derisive laughter that hurts deeply, but that wasn't the end
Wow.
of it. The officer continues, disfigured or different. Artistic, that's going to be my new code word. Different.
What?
They laugh some more, loud, rib-cracking laughter at a woman. Can you guess what the woman in question suffers? Down syndrome.
I feel hurt, and it really hurts my feelings.
A genetic
Nah, them officers need to get touched. That's crazy. I thought they was talking with the mom, but the first woman. Oh, that is so distasteful.
condition over which she has absolutely no control. Citizens are told to trust the police. But
Wow,
with
bro.
characters like these, how do they expect us to trust them?
Do it say disfigured, bro? What? Bro, for a cop to even say something that's stupid, like, please just take their badge, please.
In many of the frames in these videos, we see a lot of inappropriate behaviors from officers of the law. These videos were all body cam footage leaked online that show cops wrongfully arresting a National Guardsman. In another frame, you see an officer FaceTiming a friend to make fun of a man passed out on the floor.
What?
As an officer of the law, you'd think his first reaction would be concern for someone like
Help
that.
the man.
But no, he chose ridicule. In the last frame, an officer is seen slapping a mobile phone out of a man's hand. The phone shatters on impact.
Wow.
Are they protectors or something worse?
Clearly the latter. At this point, they just a bunch of wicked people with governmental authority.
We've seen this before. A cop trying to hide whatever they're doing from the cameras designed to keep their excesses in check. Here you see officers at the St. Louis Police Department drag a man out of his car. I count more than 5 cops in there, but that's not the most interesting part. Notice a police officer walking back to the car? He speaks to the others as he reaches the car. Everybody hold up, we're red right now.
No way. No way. So they just be prepping. They know when they do it. That's intent, right? That means that's intent. Because you know what you're doing. Lock up, jail, all of them. Everyone. Because from someone say that, and you're a good cop, you should know what that means. You should cease whatever dumbness you're all about to do or is doing. Lock up all of them.
This means the cameras are on and everything they're doing is being recorded. So if you guys are worried about cameras, just wait. The video ends here because the officer turned the camera off. You understand these cops know what they're doing was unlawful and wanted to keep it hitting them.
Exactly. Damn right they know what they're doing. Wicked, evil, corrupt, dirty.
You get scared when a cop says, I've got the right to do anything I want to do. I'm a police officer. You can see the look on this cop's face, and what's his reason for harassing these men? They're acting suspicious.
Called you're acting suspicious.
About what? You
I'm curious. How does one act suspicious? You either suspicious or you ain't. He just watching a movie of acting. Who the hell is even want to act suspicious? How does that make sense?
We was in there shopping.
I said, show me your driver's.
You'll cringe when
What?
you notice the officer finds them suspicious because they're black and just emerged from a mall after shopping. He states that he's off duty, which makes you wonder why he's stopping motorists in the first place. This has to be racial, or like the driver said, maybe his wife left him. Who knows?
If you off duty, what's the point of you harassing these two young fellas? Why your brain even looking at people acting suspicious if you off duty, bro? Stay off duty, do some home things. Go to your woman, go to your child, go to somewhere. Go to a friend, go to your cousin. You don't need to be outside worrying about who acting suspicious, which don't even make sense.
The power of the police to be vindictive is made very plain in this case where a private citizen turned whistleblower against one of their own.
Oh.
The Griffin police officer had committed a crime for which he wasn't charged. Of course, his department was quick to find him innocent, but Will Sanders, a regular citizen, took it upon himself to reveal what's hidden.
Okay.
He recovered some vital pieces of evidence that the officer had hidden and shared it with the Griffin Police Department, who
Oh.
investigated and got a confession from the police officer in question. But here's the catch. When the officer was charged in court, the police hid some important information and he ended up a free man with no jail sentence. That's not the end of it.
What?
The police promptly
How? Yo, this system's so corrupt and dangerous. Like it don't even matter if people caught red-handed. There's still like a loophole to get them out. How, bro? It's like nothing makes sense. They literally just do whatever they want to do. Anyway.
went after Will Sanders, the whistleblower. They got a bogus warrant to read his private Facebook messages.
What?
According to them, it's in relation to 2 commercial burglaries, but anyone with an eye can see what's really going on here is a witch hunt.
Bro. Yeah, that's some dangerous set right there. Thanks for watching. Those were clips of some of the worst cops to be caught on camera. Don't forget to tap the like and drop a comment on what you think. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. See you in the next one.